Good morning, World Star, and welcome to the Godslayer dynasty here on Iceland. Currently, Slurvar, Godslayer, the Bottomless. I say out here on World Star because we are getting killed left, right, and center through stinky concoctions, the Great Pox, dueling, you name it, we're certainly going to die from it. So today then, the game plan. And it's quite ambitious, but there was a lot of good justification for it in the comment section. We are slowly starting to rebuild our realm based on our character's backstory. Of course, a great tragedy occurred, and our guy dedicated himself to rebuilding after that, and we're choosing to interpret that tragedy from our D&D backstory as the untimely death of our father, who died on a 1% chance. So you've got to admit, as far as tragedies go, that is up there. We died on a 1% chance of drinking a concoction given to us by our court physician. And now we are rebuilding, but our guy, being the deceitful, ambitious, envious lunatic that he is rebuilding the realm with the death of his brothers systematically one by one to rejoin the realm after the Dungeon Master fucked up our succession law and landed us, ironically enough, with Gavelkind. So the plan that I've got for today is to obviously continue rebuilding the realm, bringing our provinces back under control of the Duke of Iceland, us in this case, or the High Chief at this point in time, so that we can fulfill that backstory. But someone in the comments pointed out that there is a real winner among all of these characters. It's not the Godslayer dynasty at all. It is, in fact, arguably, our grandmother, Lee J.U., the Vixen, who originally married King Triggy Leatherneck, the founder of Iceland, and went on to marry, of course, Varma the Daft, married our great-grandfather and our grandfather. She lived long enough to educate our current character to the extent that he is considered culturally Han. He speaks the language, he follows the customs, he wears the clothes, as you can see in his portrait there. But she died. She died of stress, sure, but she was 81. I mean, you could argue, and I'm sure they probably would have said this back in the old days. By the old days, I mean the 9th century. She probably just died of old age. Let's be real here. Stress when you're 81 is obviously quite intense. She's the real winner. Her culture has disseminated into this province. The boy that she educated is in charge of it against all odds. I think it's very fair to say. This is a great day for her, and it's something that I'm happy to try and incorporate into our backstory. The Cthulhu slaying Norse Han Chinese dynasty from Iceland is thoroughly bizarre. And of course, our Norse roots are still there. We've got the backstory, the reformed paganism there. Fixed the problem with the god names too, so it actually says Thor, the Thunderer, the Allfather, Odin, Frey, and Tyr instead of whatever it said before there. We've got this key, indisputable Norse theme with that kind of weird Chinese twist on it. Because I was looking at the history of the title, it has only existed for about 80 years. And if our guy ends up living to a decent age, unlike his father, who died after drinking, and the father before him, who died of Great Pox. Triggy Leatherneck, I don't know what happened to him in the end. I don't remember. It just says on the 10th of January, so something happened there. But if this guy lives to a good old age, like, even if he lives to 80, almost half the time this title has been active will be under the ruler who is Han. And let's be reasonable here, this is also a culture with a lot of technological bonuses, you know? Big technology spread, big cultural bonuses. Their opinion penalties for different cultures, different religions are up. This guy's going to know a lot more about managing around because of that classical Chinese education coming from his great-grandfather, the Chinese emperor. I think it's very possible that we could get a nice combination of the cultures going here. I think there's good justification for that. So, if we can make ourselves a merchant republic, just because, A, it's one of the most fun play styles going, but also because that would be thoroughly fucking weird, eventually, we would be able to flip that over to Chinese imperialism, which would be really, really weird. So I'm up for it. It's going to be a weird playthrough for a weird man from a weird place. Let's get on with it. And I like this idea. I think it's fantastic. It makes sense that this guy's been educated again, whose great-grandfather was the Chinese emperor. He would want to bring Iceland up beyond just what is right now a few sheds in a field. The most impressive thing we've got is a temple. Somebody also said that, our trade house is complete for our trade guild activities, which of course we'll worry about in a second. Do we want to improve it now or improve it later? I guess we'll improve it later. We'll worry about it then. And it makes a lot of sense that our guy would want to make this a bit more grandiose, but someone was saying that when we get to Merchant Republic level, you can build the City of Wonders, that wonder that we spent ages saving up for with our previous character. You can build it freely. Unlike our current feudal characters who have to wait until they've got 200 realm holdings or whatever it was, or 400, which is like Byzantine Empire or Holy Roman Empire size. We're going to do something massive with it, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what crazy shit we can pull off. We have a son. My god. Was born to Chieftess Grima of Iceland. Who is Grima? What did she have going for her? They all had something good, right? Our sister there, who is tall. Tall, but very, very good traits there. Godslayer Zheng. What a fucking name, huh? Oh! Zheng! This might be the best inheritance we've had in the entire campaign. He's only burly and comely. That's plus 10 attraction opinion and plus 0.3 health, a little bit personal combat attraction and tribal again. 15 attraction opinion, though, is massive. Any female rulers or homosexual male characters, we get a massive bonus in favor of him then. Zheng. Can we go like a combination, fusion, Chinese and Norse names? So we'll go for Zheng. 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 What's our guy? Slovar? What about Zhengar? That does sound like a Pokemon, I'm well aware. Okay, let's throw you then into immediate stewardship education, I think. Immediate stewardship education? That's probably not a bad idea. Curious and Fussy, both very, very good outcomes. Could argue duty could be better, but we're going to go for this one, I think. It's the safe bet. And because our guy is so intent on, you know, trying to bring a bit more glory to this realm, especially after hearing all those stories from his grandmother, I think he would take on... No, we don't want to marry the damn kid, you weirdo. We want to educate the child. Why can I not see that? Assigned guardian, there we are. I will also admit, I'm very tired. I've been awake for many, many hours. RimWorld is still not complete. I've genuinely been working on it since 9 p.m. It's currently 8:26 a.m., so this episode's got to be up in half an hour, so it's going to be late. I've been working on RimWorld. I've got probably about 20 minutes worth of footage. Of course, I'm not going to until I get around to editing it. Certainly not enough for a full episode, because welcome to RimWorld. This series was a mistake, and I regret it thoroughly. So someone pointed out, and I have a valid counterpoint to it, so hear me out here. Someone pointed out that to forge the bloodline, the golden bloodline there, we have to have traded a significant amount of product. So basically, it's people who go on like 10... so it's a total of 100 either trade journeys or going to the market or selling goods or crafting goods. All of those add up, but you have to do 100 events basically within the trade league to get your golden bloodline. It's very, very difficult to pull off. But, my friends, let me take you back to a channel legend himself. You might have heard of a little guy called Joris Bonson, the original, the very first man himself, Joris Bonson, over in the Himalayas, who crafted that golden bloodline after he became guildmaster. He pulled it off. Now, I will admit there are very few who can stand in the shadow of Joris Bonson, the perfectly normal man. That's probably because he was 8 foot tall and nobody was really able to tell why. No, wait, that would mean you would be able to stand in his shadow. Everybody is in his shadow is probably a better way to phrase it. We've got another son here. Renji. You're not very good. Oh, no. But the nightmare is not over yet for my wife. Her recovery was only passing. Her conditions have worsened after giving birth to the child. If she does not get better soon, she will surely perish. May Odin help her. Troubled pregnancy. Personal combat skill minus 100. That's fair enough, yeah. She's got chest pains. She is also batshit crazy. Probably due to the amount of incest that's happened in the dynasty. She is alive. Wowee. My wife Gita went through an extremely painful and dangerous labor, and while she managed to survive it, she's been left weakened and fragile after the ordeal. Is the womb still in working condition? No. Not, you know, how are you, sister? Or anything like that. Unbelievable. What a dick. She is now frail, though. Frail, and she still has chest pain, so that heart attack could take her any second now. Just because, though, we are a trader, we're a guy that likes to peddle goods, doesn't mean that we can't be a trader and a raider. They do rhyme, after all. Let's go to the market, then. I do want to found that bloodline, and I feel like we'll try and pursue it by any means necessary. The sky's clear and your purse is full. It's good. Yeah, it is actually full. A man comes up to you. He comes to have the greatest offer of your life. You don't need to pay in advance. 65 gold. What do you think? Shall we say it's a deal and spend 65 gold on a complete gamble, or shall we say no? Now, we can always get more gold. The Welsh have been very generous, shall we say, in funding our capitalistic ventures. I will say it's a deal. What did we get? I don't think we actually got anything. Although he does say he's got a deal for me up front. Oh, we should equip this if we can. Look at that. Star chart gives a pretty sizable bonus. What counts as clutter here? Loot, that's quality 3. That's quality 2. Male marble statue gives fertility. Oh, shit. What's our other clutter item? We got this one. I have no idea. Oh, the papal flower vase. I will never get rid of the papal flower vase. You'd have to kill me before you could take it. I might increase the amount of clutter items we can equip, just for a laugh. Otherwise, we're going to be constantly sorting out our inventory. It's going to be like Resident Evil's fucking briefcase system. Gotta say, Shengar, I'm concerned about the future of my son, dear Shengar. The realm requires a strong and healthy heir in order to prosper, and it's my duty as a responsible Germanic High Chief to take all possible precautions to ensure a smooth succession. Yes, all of our successions have been very smooth, in between the Cthulhu slaying and the poison drinking. The stars will reveal your future, my heir. So, we can issue a closer reading, entrusting the child's future to your piety and learning. Our learning isn't terrible, to be fair. Our piety isn't also terrible. I would grow with the utmost care. I spend 100 gold to give him a massive health bonus. Very good for sickly children, but I don't think so relevant now. Why have you already got +3 intrigue? He's a Scorpio, and we've got an escape tunnel built. What's he going to do? Crawl out of it? He also gets a library, and +2 because he's Germanic. Oh, interesting. I guess they chose that as the faith bonus. Heavily guarded, 25% plot power defense, 100 gold. Given that we have been killing off our family members left, right, and center, might not hurt. You know what? Entrusting your child's... I mean, I'm happy to spend the gold, but I wonder if there's an alternate option that might come out of this one. So let's go for it. The stars will reveal the future of my heir. Okay. Oh! A closer inspection of Zengar's horoscope has revealed that my child was born under extremely auspicious stars, and they were likely to grow to be a great leader once I've passed into the next world. Holy shit. You'll make me proud, Zengar. He gains +1 health permanently? Well, that's massive. Bearing in mind, characters on average have about 5 health. That's a huge bonus. 1 of 5 options would happen. We gain +2 to a stat randomly. Ideally, stewardship. Doesn't really matter too much. Skrani, Armbjorn, and Varma all gain higher opinions. All of our vassals gain higher opinions of him. Of course, in this case, our vassals are our siblings. Perfect. Again, diplomacy. Diplomacy is still very good for a character who want to inherit a merchant republic. A lot of that is opinion and intrigue based, and that'd be a nice change of pace when we want to do real plotting, scheming, political manipulation, that type of thing. That's a big gameplay difference to what we've been doing so far, and this character will act as a nice, I think a nice middle ground we'll have here with Slovar between the raiding and actually building up the Republic in the first place. Let's go back to the market. Sure, straight away we'll crack back out. Hollow the Nun. Now, this is a reference that was lost on me, but many people have explained it that it's a Spice and Wolf reference, which is anime, I think. I have no idea. Well, on your way back home from the town market, you spot something unusual in a distant field in the cover of darkness. At first glance, it appears to be a woman dancing naked under the moonlight amidst the wheat stalks. As your car approaches her, the woman takes notice of you and covers herself. Her apparel is what you would expect from a religious devotee. There's no glint of shame in her eyes, and she has a distinguished aura that would not be found in a common whore. Strong words then from Slovar. As we know from his sister wife, he clearly doesn't give a fuck about women. Greet her. Start interacting with the strange nun, or ignore her and move on. She will vanish into the night. Sure, we'll have a chat. How's it going, Hollow the Nun? The woman greets you with a cheerful voice and presents herself as Hollow, a traveller from a distant land. She's apparently done with the duties in the area and tells you that she would like to follow you around next time you go to the market. Sure, greet her normally. And she's just in our court now, huh? Quick? Celibate? Nun? How bizarre. I don't know anything about the source material that this character's based. I seriously do not have a clue there, so can't really help with that. We can immediately ask her to leave. Follow me home, but fuck off. What are we going to go for now? Have we got any other options here? Deliver trade goods. So they were after gold, if I'm not mistaken. It's twice we've gone to the market but not found anything. We do have warehouse decisions too. Store your Great Trade League documents. If we have 500 assets, we can add important documents to our treasury. And then if we have either gold, incense, silk cloth, or books, we can decorate our warehouse. And those will each give individual bonuses. I guess the gold, I think one gives... So the silk cloth gives diplomacy. The incense gives intrigue. Gold gives stewardship, and then books gives learning, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll try and buy some gold if we can find it. Well, we need to buy gold anyway, right, to deliver it to the merchants. Oh! My commerce and treasurers led a group of smugglers into Ortisland. Apparently he thought they were merchants. What a fool. Smugglers enter domain. How dare you? Okay. There's nothing we can do about that. That's based on our stewardship score. Either we could cause that to happen with stewardship, or so can our steward. Can we fire him? S-Guild, you betrayed me for the last time. Let's go to the carrots finder. I haven't been doing this much this series because it's kind of sweaty. But you know what? For a guy who is so highly educated... What the fuck am I doing? For a guy who's so highly educated, I feel like we would want to... We're not necessarily highly educated. Well, no, it's true. We are. We're a bit thick. But we still know what's best for the realm. And we're still, even though we have very, very terrible stewardship, the highest steward that's willing to join our court has 23. Did I say terrible stewardship? I meant very good stewardship. We're a very good leader. Let's invite you to court, my friend. Ulfa. He's an old Germanic pagan. It wouldn't take much to convert him. Confucian as well. He's a polymath. Oh, wow. And Zhu Kai? Basic Imperial Examination. We had something similar with the previous character. All right. Ulfa, join me. He's a commander wherever he is from. Not anymore, my friend. Let's go religious conversion. No. Here, have some money. Abandon your morals for a bit of money. The YouTube away. No. Give him an honorary title. I genuinely almost misclicked on mistress then. Treasury guard. And you know what? I met with high marshal and high stewardship. It'll make for a good treasury guard. Still no. Oh, don't be a fuck, Ulfa. You know what? Let's give him a council position. Now we'll try it. He will convert. You've already gone from old Germanic to new Germanic. It's not like I'm asking you to change the world here. The trusty shovel. Master lose spring and autumn. Good work. Right, this guy should be a game changer, especially when it comes to overseas construction. Minus 57.5%. Somebody complained last episode that I didn't spend enough time building buildings. That's because... It's not that interesting, is it? But more importantly, I wasn't expecting our last character to die so early. So yeah, we wasted a lot of prestige. Conversely, he also had a 1% chance of death, which did happen. I don't think anybody's going to be betting on that one, huh? So let's go for... Actually, there isn't much to build right now. We do need... So if we want to convert to a merchant republic, there's two ways to do it. We can either go from the intrigue menu. So we need absolute tribal organization, which is going to be a ball ache to get. To bribe the council and our vassals on that one. We also need a large market city in Ostfriesland. So, first things first. Was it maximum tribal organization? So we're going to initiate a vote on this law. Chiefs are gaining in power over their vassals. It implements a few committee laws we can change as well. Supporters. Actually, everyone's in favor of it. Angram and Valdemar, those are our councillors down at the bottom there. Chudmund, Mark of Favor. Alright, I'm in then. Sure. We could also pass the revoke title law, which will allow us to get this revoke titles from our vassals. You need a good reason to do it, otherwise you'll be a tyrant. But that can be manageable, depending on who you're going for. Hello, to the good High Chief, to the good High Chief, Godslayer Slovar of Iceland, the Bottomless. What an opening. Alright, to ask you permission to give my ward Baggy a proper Hindu upbringing. What the fuck? What? Oh, the guy we invited to court was being educated by his previous liege, who was writing for us permission to teach him to be a Hindu. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Thanks for wasting my time, big man. What a guy. Ah, there you go. The Lords of Iceland have approved the institution of the High Tribal Organization Law. Well done, team. Let's go back to the market immediately. Remember, we've got to do like 100 with these. You're over at the Sculptor's Workshop with Hollow. The craftsman can make most kind of statues in Hollow, jokingly request one as large as possible, big enough to dwarf her. Mock her with a small one. Yes. We get a stone statue. Okay. We can use that on a province to give us some bonuses there. It costs us 15 gold and 50 prestige, but because of the prosperity of Iceland, we lose 15 gold on top. It's more expensive because we're not very prosperous, which is understandable given that we're sheds in a field. Request a religious sculpture. Ah. We're getting some piety. Order a large statue. We're getting 50 prestige. Okay. I'll do that. Let's see what happens if we try and please Hollow the Nun. Alright, I'll order the large statue. Hollow is pleased. Oh, we are really. Potters ask for money in a project they'll pay back later in potteries. This is kind of high risk, high reward again. So you see this one, the more gold we invest, the higher chance we've got of receiving more items, but it is a gamble. So a minor investment, it's only 15 gold, but there's only a 10% chance to receive 3 items, but only a 10% chance of failure. Major investment, same chance of failure, 30 gold, but 60% chance of receiving 3 items. Why would you never not do that, just mathematically? The failure chance is the same. You're paying double the gold, but you've got a potential of gaining 5 times the outcome. Okay, give me give me the potteries. Did we gain anything? I genuinely think we hit that 10%, didn't we? You absolute son of a bitch. I think we genuinely did. That adds it immediately, right? How dare you? Maybe it'll say, hey, here are your potteries. That's not what I was expecting at all. I genuinely think we hit the 10% there, you son of a bitch. Oh, there's your gamble right there. Brilliant. We're not doing so well with the whole marketplace thing, are we? Still trying to kill our brother, of course. Varma. Varma, the other Varma. One of the many Varmas right now. Not doing so well on that one. Is there anyone else we could bribe to the plot? And we have a spy master over there, correct? Yeah, and she likes us, so she's doing the best thing possible. Whoa, you really like us now all of a sudden. Oh, because we're the same religion. Right, got it. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, our whole council is very much on board with us. The smugglers ring is getting bolder. They are actively trying to get poor quality goods into your domain. Free goods are free goods. Smuggled grain, smuggled gold, smuggled hides, or smuggled alcohol. Increase the guard. We do want to get rid of the smugglers ring, although that looks like a positive. Look at this. Build time modifier, plus 50%. Get rid of them. More guards. Bring them down. Oh, shit. Receiving reports from the Filkura about infighting amongst our most illustrious diviners. Appears that a series of ambiguous and contradictory sightings have confused the priest as well as the Filkura itself. Okay, I'll make a great offering to protect my realm, sure. With 150 gold. My god, we need to get out there raiding fast. Right, no more distractions now. No more marketplace anime ladies. We need more boats. Have you noticed that? Baggy becomes Hindu. Thank you for letting me know. Well, this random child whose father you employed is now Hindu. That's great news. Fantastic. Round of applause. We can't really fit many guys on the boats anymore. So your army composition, oh sorry, I should say your total army size is basically determined by your martial score. So because Fatum had a massive martial, he was giving us a lot of essentially free boats, which we don't have anymore because he's dead. He had the misfortune to die. The lack of decency to stay alive for us. I guess that'll have to do. Actually, you know what? We can divide it into 150 again, can't we? We select this one, divide it, and then on you go. Perfect. Perfect amount of people for those ships. This is just us standing retinue, so we might as well just leave them hanging around. Hey, Wales. How's it going? We can... Wait, can we still dock in Man? It still counts as our province. Can we still dock in Man? What a poor choice of words that was, huh? Right, let's get in there, team. Wait, what am I doing? We don't want to attack Man. Man's my friend. Right, Cumberland. You're dead, my friend. Actually, now that we don't have a distinctly good warrior anymore... Well, firstly, Kjartan, you're sacked. Sigtrygg's pretty good, so we'll leave him there. I guess we'll just rush in with the troops not all on the center. It's not worth it anymore. But that's a bit risky, isn't it? Let's land here. In this capital. Steal what we can from them, I suppose. While are they distracted? What's going on here? This guy is... defending in a Plesnian conquest of Bamberg. Yeah, of course he is. I'm looking at that because that way we can kind of tell where his troops are, and we should be good just to carry on with our raiding in places we wouldn't normally go for. For some reason, you wake up about an hour or so before you normally do. You just come back to sleep, and the sun is already rising above the horizon. Though you feel a little tired, perhaps you can take the opportunity to do something. Got time for a quick walk, eat breakfast early, lie in bed and stare at the ceiling. Read a book. Sure. Let's read a book, see what happens. Nothing happened. I guess it was just one of those random character building events. A servant comes to you in a panic and exhausted. Says there is an intruder in your warehouse. The thief is most likely after my goods. Or what's he going to steal? My not pottery. It's a lone man. Face him or catch him by surprise. Sneak up on him. Slovar fucked this up last time, but this time I have complete faith. You suddenly approach the man from behind. He doesn't notice you and you have a clear advantage. Stab him. Yes, stab him. 100 assets. Brilliant. That'll teach him. I guess we gain the assets because we're, I don't know, proving that we can defend ourselves from thieves. And our book. Oh, God. Wasn't this how our last guy died? He drank that bloody concoction that killed us. 80% chance to develop a cold, but it has a chance of raising the quality of our work. And stewardship books are arguably some of the most overpowered. So I'll very much take any risk we can with this one. We're actually going to burn this capital duchy down. Wowee, okay. It's actually a duchy capital because it's got that slightly larger shield. The smaller shields are counties. And these big ornate ones are kingdoms. And then you get the even bigger ones over in, say, Byzantium or Bulgaria, which is just... that's the Hindu ornate one. Hindu Bulgaria taking over Constantinople, as you do. Give me that gold. There's probably quite a big province for gold then. Really? Only 50? That's kind of a surprise. Oh, there you go. Our potteries. Average returns. You know what? I'll take that. That's still fine. I'm sure we can flip those for a profit. Let's seek treatment for our illness. Now, we do still have great pox. It's almost impossible to cure outright unless you take a gamble. The outcome of this can be extreme. And the risk of this treatment will depend on Jedvard's capabilities. He's got 25 learning. The man's a scholar. He doesn't seem particularly deceitful. He's also erudite. He's a mastermind theologian. He's got 25 learning. Honestly, I'm kind of okay taking the gamble on that. A renowned physician would be even better still. But I think he can do it. Jedvard, you fuck this up and I swear to God you're going in the ocean. Jedvard buckled down the last strap securing you on the operating table. I will not lie to you, my lord. This will be excruciating. My lord, it will be very painful. But it must be done. You tried to protest when Jedvard brought out the saw, but due to the calming potion he made you drink, you slurred words beyond comprehension. Wow. We basically just had our leg hacked off. We had our leg hacked off while we were conscious. Curses! May Jormungandr strike Jedvard down. You know what? Fuck Jormungandr. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Throw him in prison. Since he's acted dishonorably towards you, no one will care. Oh, he's fled. Jedvard, I mark you. Oh, I will mark you. Antagonize Jedvard. You chopped off my leg and I'm going to send you an angry letter in the post. Dear Jedvard, you a bitch. Let him cower in fear. He should cower in fear. Actually, whose court did he go to? We'll raid there next. Jedvard of Rust. Where is that? He is over in the core of this guy. Right, that place. It's getting burnt down next, mark my words. Intrigue advances siege. It's like, reads like a newspaper headline, doesn't it? Intrigue advances siege. Right, let's get back out there. We'll finish off here because it's just a church. It's probably filled with gold. Ooh, you're visiting a shop in town selling various general merchandise on discount, ranging from tableware to rugs and various herbal remedies. It's as if everything's on sale. The shopkeeper tells you, you don't want the best. You want cheap. I've got cheap. Love the sound of that. Let me buy some. Lose 5 gold. Intrigue +1. You know what? When we're in the middle of a murder plot, we're up to our eyeballs in murder. Let's buy that. Oh, you see that? That went up by at least 2%. It's not much, but yeah, you know what? Every little counts in this situation. Why have we got no commanders on this one? Oh, Sigtrig? Sure, there you go. How are we doing? We need a new court physician, because I made my last one flee in terror when I tried to capture him. Ulfa? Treasurer? Court physician? Treasury guard? Commander? What can't this man do? He is a polymath, after all. I mean, there, in theory, shouldn't be anything he can't do. Otherwise, he's a pretty shit polymath. Oh, Scrawny, what happened? He was killed in personal combat. We inherited his land. Oh, shit, but he was our big ally in that plot, right? Well, luckily the plot's still on, so it's not a big deal. Arngrimr has found this lady to be a treacherous heretic. My High Chief, there are many concerned peasants claiming that their children are being plagued by nightmares of this woman. She's obviously a witch. Do we burn our wife and gain piety? But we will gain Kinslayer because she is our wife after all. I'm sorry, sister. Well, and our wife. It's a bizarre time. Let her go free. What harm could it do? So, our opinion changes of her by -100 because we think she is an apostate, but we aren't going to burn her because she's also our sister. I think that's fair. We could brand her. I don't want to piss her off. She's very close to us, literally and physically, for better or worse. I think let's try and keep her as an ally. We don't want a knife in the back when we spent so long rebuilding the entire realm, after all. We might as well finish these two, then we'll head over and... Right, now, see, that's very annoying. Yeah, that's very annoying. That fucking guy. That fucking guy actually basically killed us there. Sure, it says we died of the Great Pox. But our body was so weakened and infirm from our severe injury, it couldn't fight off the pox and restore our leg. I say restore our leg, stop us copiously bleeding everywhere. I will find him. And now, we are Godslayer Zengar of Iceland. A 2-year-old boy. But, my friends, this gives us a potentially golden opportunity. Who better to take control of the total Length and breadth of this character's education besides the character himself. The hiccups are uncontrollable today. Let me crack open. I didn't even have this prepared in my other monitor because I didn't think it would be relevant. Let me crack open yesterday's video. And let's go ahead and find the backstory generator. And let's see what backstory we can bring in for our good friend. What's his name? Jenga. Good little Jenga. Submit query. Okay. Right, see, now this is very difficult to wrap around our character. Motivation. You helped a guild artisan, another guild artisan, keep a secret or complete a task. And in return, you were taken on as an apprentice. Okay, that'd be quite nice. Then it says class wizard. When you became lost in a forest, a hedge wizard found you, took you in, and taught you the rudiments of magic. Okay, well, look, this is in the 9th century, so we can keep that kind of open-ended. Magic to them could just be a herbal remedy. Or a smart woman. That's very magical. I'm not saying that from a perspective of a modern person. I'm saying that from the perspective of a 9th century ruler. So I'm leaving that as fairly open-ended. I feel like we can interpret that in many ways. Perhaps the founding of gold. Turning literally nothing into gold. I mean, alchemy is arguably magical. And I'll be honest, that's as close to magic as we can get. The Hermetic Society quite literally does have magic to some extent. However, we're not allowed to join that unless we become a merchant republic first. You're not allowed to join it if you're tribal. Guild Artisan again, though. That's quite good because that means that we can carry on going into... I think the Great Trade League fairly unhindered. It's much looser connection to this than our previous character. But we are stuck on thrift now, and we can guide this character. So maybe we'll guide him towards thrift. All right, you know what? Let's do it. Who wants to educate us? Ulfa, the man of the hour. Treasury Guardian, Commander, Court Physician, and now Head Teacher. My friend, good luck. Let's see what we can do with it. Ask courtiers to leave court. I mean, we might as well at this point, eh? Yeah, you know what? Just piss off. Repay the loan. Oh, it's only a small debt, so I'm not too bothered about that one. And that's it. We can't do anything. We could sponsor a university. What does that do again? Sentence a promising student to serve in our court. Yeah, not really too relevant there. Wow. Now we're a child. There really isn't that much to do. And the annoying part is all that murder we did, all of that land that we bought back together, we've lost. We haven't lost all of it. We've got East Iceland, West Iceland. Norland has gone to Rengi. And Söderland has gone to... Arnbjorn, son of Varma? Varma might get out of hand here. We need to be very careful. Well, there's not much we can do now, tragically. Besides just keep raiding with this guy. I will get vengeance for our father. Who was that fucking guy who killed him? He was... I'll recognize him when I see him. Did he die? Jedvard! Jedvard, you son of a bitch. Don't think I've forgotten about you. Keep him there. Can we invite him to court? Bring him back. If we send him a gift, I bet we could bring him back. Oh, we've got to be close, though. He has a decent opinion of us. No reason to move. What if we invite you with a promise of being a counselor, my friend? We can't. Because we're not an adult. Yeah, okay, you know what? Fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. I can't just be like, hey, I'll make you a counselor. We can't do that. We have a regent right now. Another unique thing we haven't seen so far in this campaign. Hroka. The Hroka. Hroka the champion. He's the guy who was related to the King of Sweden, right? Yeah, they got a descendant of the guy who rebuilt the dynasty. Maybe a dangerous character to have as a regent. This guy has a good opinion of us, and we'll try and keep him friendly with us. He is running the realm now, in our stead, on behalf of us. Shit, this is a dangerous time. God, we got so close to getting everything back together, and it's just fucked it up already. It's just all gone. Okay, we've got to rebuild the council anyway. We can at least appoint them, so we'll just go for the best characters. Really, it would be more sensible to go for characters who like us. However, I think with enough gold under our belt, which of course we have, we can make them like us anyway, so I'm not really that bothered. Our aunt. Our aunt, who's also our stepmother. Very confusing. Let's start giving out gifts to the council then. You see that increases opinion by 0. What the hell? Did I read that right? It is based on your diplomacy stat. Honestly, it's better than nothing. And we could give away some of those crap artifacts we got. It does still increase it by a small amount. So, there you go. 6 there. I guess that's fine. That did increase it by 2. You're 38 to 40. Fine. This guy we need on Perform Statecraft. He needs to improve our opinions of everybody. We could also give away some of these crappy artifacts, tidy up our backpack a little bit. The ceramic tankard, that's for you, my friend. Who's the next lowest opinion? It is the Marshal. So let's give you the wolf pelt then. There you are, my friend. That's for you as well. Ah, I accept your gift. What a splendid object. Great. Excellent news. And already Ulfa is improving the local infrastructure. What a guy. Fucking hell, I can't believe how fast that was. That might be our quickest character yet, as me saying, oh, you know, if he lives for blah, blah, blah. Well, but yeah, no, he died quite literally 2 years later. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Okay, this guy's unstoppable. We can't really build anything. We can build the trader warehouse, but that lowers our taxes, which I'd rather not. But a guard? Shit, we might as well do something here. There isn't much to do. Naval Supplies Merchant? It's not our province, so we only get a cut of the taxes now. Ah, shit. You know, the guard is only full of bonuses, so we'll go for that one then. How's the Wonder coming along? 25%. Remember when we had to build 2 stages to fulfill that ambition? Yeah, probably was never going to happen. It's 2 generations later now. Ulfa died. Oh, Dry Dock has been built by a Master Engineer. Okay, that sounds fantastic. He died already, so I guess we'll go for Bo. Bo, you want some money there, pal? This guy likes it a lot. Same culture. It's the same culture. He's Chinese, we're Chinese. Makes a lot of sense. We've never seen China. Just having to speak the language, bizarrely. I don't know how this makes any sense anymore. We could start converting, bizarrely enough, Iceland to have that local... We could try and make it genuinely Chinese. Tribe settled 6.32% yearly. I'm gonna go for it. It's so fucking weird. Tribal Han Iceland. Reformed Germanic. Merchant Republic. Led by a child, by the way. Do you want to sell our potteries? You know what? Let's just give it to our trade master who can do this on our behalf now. Where is he? I'll never sell anything to your kind. Trade master. We also need a new treasury guard and we need a new court physician. That's gone fucking well, hasn't it? Charbot. Take my items. Give all goods. And let's focus on investing, big man. Get me some money. No. Investing? Profit. Sorry. Get that money back. Unbelievable. Oh, we're still looting. Carlisle just got looted. Of course. Just because we're dead doesn't mean that our raiders are incapable. Oh, we're not going to get that back in time, are we? Hang on. Oh, we're good. There you go. Boom. So we can still bring in the money. We've had a strange chest again. Oh, good shit. There you go. We can still bring in plenty of cash. So it's not a big deal. Just a little bit more annoying now that we are that tiny child. So thank you all for watching. We'll leave it there for today because I am already staggeringly behind schedule regardless of this episode going up slightly later. And then we'll come back tomorrow with essentially what is a fresh slate. One of the better ways to play CK2 in my opinion. You know, going starting a character from right at the beginning. If we get to play this guy for 80 years, now he's going to be one of the most impactful characters of the whole dynasty. So I'm very much looking forward to that. See you all then.